Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Craft. I got the portals working. I actually went over and fixed everyone's portal, so very happy about that. I did fix Mini Tragedy's portal too. I saw in the video later when I was editing that I looked at where it was actually supposed to be and completely missed that. That's embarrassing. Anyway, portal's done. I have to add a little bit on the top because here, let me back up. Go back here. It's kind of flat and that doesn't look quite right, so I gotta do some stuff with that. However, we have a lot to get done this episode. First of all, last time we talked to the villagers, and we're trying to start a sort of revolution, sort of an, I guess not quite industrial revolution, those are green, but we're just trying to start our kingdom and get the people on our side. But to do that, and to have a holy empire, we have to get something extra special. And to do that, we gotta go to the village, and I will introduce to you my friend Amos. I named him that because it's supposed to be an old, like, medieval English way to say friend, from the Latin word for friend. I also think it's where we get the word amicable, so it's kind of cool. I had fun looking for names, so we're gonna take him, and we're going to the village. Hello, sir. You have resided over this village for many years and earned the people's trust. And we have sparked the flame of innovation in this village. However, we cannot move without a leader. As an outsider, I have little influence, but with your blessing, I would have the power to keep that flame alight. I'm not here to challenge your ways, but to enhance them. I can promise you more devoted followers and a land that prospers with your influence. So give me your blessing and I will build a great holy empire. Thank you. I promise that we will have the greatest kingdom ever built. Alright, we got the blessing, which means we can go and start building our kingdom. Wow, this is really hard to do. What? Wait, hold up. I don't want to accidentally, like, hurt my horse here. This is kind of fun. Okay. Anyway. Now we're going to go back and I think really get planning out. First, I want to build the cathedral because that is going to be kind of the most fun for me. And we also need to build the Nether hub, which that requires a lot of materials. I've been gathering quite a few and doing some digging. So I'll show you around first and then talk about what we need to do. Alright, here we are at the main area. I have done some digging. We've dug it out all the way to how big it needs to be. Over here, I have it dug up to, we need 8 blocks tall with the half slab, so half slab here, so 8 blocks tall. Oh, okay, ooh, we should put these on. There we go. So we gotta do a ton of digging. We gotta dig this up 8 blocks tall. This is supposed to be the middle of the room, so the room is, so we can do the sections of 3 for kind of the arches that I have planned. So I gotta make this bigger. This is just, yeah, it's a ton of netherrack. I have been gathering a bunch of materials in here. We probably don't have quite enough, so I want to focus on this room and just getting this all done. So digging all of this out, making the portal bigger, and then decorating. Really, I've got a lot of ideas. Groplar helped me with floor and ceiling design, which I was having a really hard time with, but the rest of it we've got all set up and I am so excited for it. Now if we go over here, these hallways are pretty much the same. I know we gotta dig them out to 4 instead of just 3, so we gotta dig out the rest of those, and then this also has to go up to 8 for the hallways. We'll have to come back to these later simply because they are so long and it's gonna require a ton of materials. Yes, incredibly long. We also have to move our portal over a little bit. I hope that works. I don't know if it will. I assume it will. I hope it will. Anyway, so there's our portal. We have Groplarp's portal at the end. And Groplarp went on a huge mission to find the end portal. He got, like, I guess he had 1 ender pearl, and he just took like 1 or 2 ender pearls and he took it all the way to the end. So I dug out this hallway. If you can, yeah, if you see our coordinates up there, we're at 76 on the far right of the coordinates. That goes all the way down to 638. So that took me absolutely forever. I almost got decimated by some hoglins because I didn't spawn proof until later. So we can go to the end portal now. We haven't yet because we're not really set up for that, which is sort of what I think we should start with today. We've got the blessing, we can put that up somewhere, make it nice. However, we need tools, good tools, so that we can actually get building and working on things. Oh gracious. Oh no! Again. I swear every time I come out of this portal it's nighttime. And bedtime. Okay. So with all the digging, I have gone through a ridiculous amount of iron. So I want to get some really good tools. We already have a good pickaxe. It's Silk Touch, Efficiency 2, and Breaking 2. It's not bad. It's pretty good. This one is we don't really need that. And then, yeah, so these 2 we could probably don't need those. But I'd like to get a full set of diamond tools, all good to go. And I think I might have enough diamonds, and then later on we'll work on getting better armor. Wow, this is hard to do. You know what? It doesn't look that bad with just without the top. Without the pants and just the top, it looks like I was wearing sports pants, but this one it looks okay. I don't know when I lost the top. Oh, I'm assuming when I ran into all the skeletons in the Nether. So I'm gonna get working on getting us some good tools, and then we can start from there. Alrighty, I put way too much work with this. So here is the Nether hub-ish area. This hallway goes to Groplarp and my Nether portal. It also connects up to the other hallway. I moved where we go down to the actual Nether to this little area right here. Pretty cute, except if you look down there, then it's just normal. And if you go through here, this is hallway to Mini Tragedies area. And if you can see, the floor kind of changes on each. We're gonna do a sort of mirror effect. Yeah, I've also gotta thank Groplarp so much for helping me design these floors. This was the one part I was having a terrible time with, and he came into my creative world and helped me out. So, we have a little bit of decorating we can do, and we might as well get right on it. First of all, I think I'm missing one thing. I have these chandeliers that I really want to make, and I had to wait absolutely forever to get these amethyst clusters. And we can actually make them now. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of dumb. I forgot. Hold on. what should I do? I think we might be able to, if we move the nether brick back one, I could probably stick, yeah, one of these diorite things and then work from there. Let's do that first. Okay. Okay, this is way too hard. Yeah. Let's just climb up here. I've also been shot out by gas and almost destroyed this entire place, so that would have been super exciting. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Stick that right there. There. There we go. And amethyst clusters. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I can just I think this should work pretty well. Okay. And now we have our purple stained glass. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's see. Last one. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Okay, wait, that is absolutely perfect. I love it. Okay, and now I have 2 sort of like cutout areas here. This one is going to be extra fun. It is kind of trippy already, but what I'm going to do is I am going to put a hedge maze in it, but sideways. Since we're going Alice-in-Wonderland themed, it's going to be a little bit... Gotta make it a little bit odd. And now the last part we have to decorate, because I'm still figuring out exactly what sort of furniture to put in here. And whatever it is I put in here, I'm going to have to do upside down on the other side. So, gotta make sure that I specially plan this. And here is just a little sort of decoration area. Okay, I put carpet down here so that it's not going to spawn anything. I think, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of make some mushrooms, if that makes any sense. And then run right here, like 1, 2. That's going to connect with that one, and I don't want that. Hold up a second. If I put it there, it might be a little blocked off, but let's check this out. It'll connect with that one. Okay, hold up a second. Oh, I need to bring shears. Okay. Let's bring that one all the way to the back. There. There. Okay, that's cute. And now I have some vines that I can stick in here to make it extra fun. And I'll let them grow normally just because I don't want to waste any of my resources. There we go. And do this one here. Okay. Now I'm going to add some of these little amethyst buds. Where else should I? Let's think. Once those grow out, they'll cover up a lot of space. I should add some more. I have these little red mushrooms as well that I could put. Not upside down though. Let's stick that there. And then I can maybe, there we go. And then, oh good, perfect, okay. I actually might replace that with warped fungus because we already have a lot of red in the room. So if I replace it with this instead, adds a bit more color. hopefully when that grows out a little bit more, it'll be extra cute. But I do like the little sections here. It'll just add some... Is that... Every time I hear one of those things, I think it's in here, because they have spawned in here, and I don't know why or where, but it's usually from this thing, and I can't figure out why, because it is covered in carpet. Okay, and now the last thing I have to do to decorate these areas that I'm going to repeat on that side is the walls. So I have a ton of compasses and clocks, and they're going to spin rapidly, but that's like exactly what I want. So I'm going to just go through and kind of do some random ones. Do every other here. Maybe this one I'll do right there. That sounds suspiciously close, but it's not. Okay. Okay, and then each of them gets a compass and a clock that'll spin rapidly. They don't spin as much when you're not holding them, but it's so cool. Okay. And let's do this one. There, perfect. And now I've made a ton of paintings we can add. That one's not my favorite. Again, not my favorite. Okay. Oh, come on, there's gotta be a different one. Ah! You know, whatever. There, that's not bad. Yeah, no. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a lot better. There we go. We already got that one. Yeah, why not? Oh, it's perfect. Okay, that actually fills in those walls quite nicely. I think overall this has good Alice-in-Wonderland vibes. I think it's really cute, and then these are going to keep growing out, so that'll be even better. I probably... Yeah, I took down all those lanterns, so I can take these and add some lights to make this area a little bit better. Okay, that helps it a lot. Okay, awesome. I am so proud of this. Yeah, it's gonna be... Oh, I love this so much. Okay, I'm gonna finish up with the whole Nether portal and Nether hub, and yeah, then we can go do something else that I have in mind. Alright, here we are, sort of the main Nether hub in its final form, minus the furniture and stuff in the middle that we'll add later. So here it is. We've got our little cutouts here with just some plant life, our hedge maze over there, and of course the walls decorated nicely, and hallways which will be done as things progress in this series. And if you go over here, sort of upside down, and then we have this one which is extra cute. I like this one better than the other one actually. And then all of these walls and the other hedge maze. I am very proud of this area. I am very happy. There will be a lot of cleaning up to do with all the chests and stuff. I'll have to make sure that everything gets like essentials for what we might need in the Nether. Some respawn anchors and the like. But overall, I think it's absolutely great, and I'm very happy that I took on this project. It was way more work than I thought it would be. It took me so much longer, but in the end, it was great, and I'm very happy. So now I have sort of a side project to work on. We were going to maybe map out the cathedral, but that's being pushed off until later because I want to get extra nice tools before I start working on that, and to do that we need to wait for our friend Growplarp, who isn't here right now. So if we're gonna get extra nice tools, we need mending, and for mending we need to have somewhere to mend it with, something to mend it with. And I have mending on this pickaxe, but that's it. So we're going to go into this old zombie spawner I found, and we're going to make hopefully a good like zombie sort of XP area. And yeah, so let's go. Okay, so right outside the village here is a cave that I actually get a ton of my resources from. So andesite, diorite, calcite, and all the amethyst bricks too. Right over here. I rode my horse out here. Hello? Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, there's my andesite hole. Right through here. It's not too far under the surface. And it is... There we go. I had put my bed up there. So, up over here is a zombie spawner! Oh. Oh dear. Here, hold up. Ugh. Not good at parkour today. A zombie spawner. So, I'm going to take this and make it into a nice little zombie XP area. And I brought over my enchanting table and the stuff that goes with that. So hopefully I can get this all set up. Alrighty. And we have our own secret little mob XP farm. That actually wasn't that hard. I just made water canals go down here and added... I was hoping to add like something that would make them die faster, but I only had one of these the thingies, the dripstones, so I wasn't able to really do much. Anyway, I got a bed in here. We got, I think, everything that we might need. In the future, I might just shove some... I think I might get, like, a villager or something and put them down here, because I don't really have anywhere else to put them right now. So might do that. I think, overall, yeah. Okay, well, today was... yeah, it was a pretty good episode. We got a lot done, very productive. Next time will be a lot more fun. We have some things planned to go out and do, and we can actually fully start on the chapel, which I am super excited about. Anyway, we got the Nether hub done, and we got this done. And honestly, that's pretty good. It's a lot to do in one episode. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you're so inclined, and until next time, I bid you adieu.